Well, a little random story that has nothing to do with the truck. I went to the gas station yesterday in my car, and I came across something on YouTube. I don't know, every once in a while, if I'm feeling like extra lazy, like once I pull up to wherever I'm going, like yesterday, for instance, was the gas station, I'll pull out my phone and I'll start looking at it, and I came across something on YouTube, so I'll sit there for like 5-10 minutes before I decide to get out of the car, because sometimes I just don't want to move. That's just the way it is. And I had a random nut job walk across, like, in front of my car, and I was called an asshole. He said, "Get off that computer, you asshole." But he kept walking. Like, he didn't stop or anything. Now, I think he was a crackhead. Because eventually I did get out, and I went into the gas station, and he was sweating like a pig, and his nose was running, like you could see it like dripping like right out of his nose, and he wasn't doing anything about it, like he wasn't wiping it or anything. But I figured he would say something to me once I got into the store, and he didn't. I don't know, he must have forgot about me real quick. Yeah, I wasn't on a computer, I was on my phone, even though I know these phones now, you know, they're basically little computers. But yeah, he just walked across the front of my car and he said, "Get off that computer, you asshole." I was in shock. You know, I'm not really trying to fight a random crackhead. Crackheads are like superheroes. They have that, like, you know, that crackhead strength. I don't want to mess with a crackhead. I didn't even have time to like process it in my mind of what was going on. But yeah, I was called an asshole. For nothing. Alright, let's get out and get fuel. Oh, and I wasn't called an asshole because I was like sitting at a pump or anything like that, taking up space. The gas station had like nobody there. I was just sitting in a regular parking spot. So if you were wondering, like, if I was being, like, ignorant or something, like just sitting there taking up space, I was just minding my business in a parking spot. And of course, now my camera's dying. I don't know why I can't remember to just charge everything when I get home. So I had this charging for like 10 minutes, so that's at 20% now. This thing charges pretty quick, the mic. The camera in the truck, because it's a cigarette lighter charger, that, to get it to like 100%, hours. It takes hours. So I'm never going to get it to 100% today. What's the fuel at? I wish I would have checked before I picked the nozzle up. Can't see what it says over there. Let's see. Okay, it's still at 515, so it's been at 515 all week now. I had the camera plugged in, but somehow the battery got even lower. We're gonna leave the gas station now. But man, dude, this whole week I've just been struggling like really bad. So I know it's early, but I feel like I need it. I feel like I need it now. I don't even know if they do anything for me at this point, because I might be immune. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm really tired. I know it's early for an energy drink. I drank a little bit of my coffee, but that's not really doing much. So, alright, we're gonna get out of here. We're fogging up in here. I gotta put the frost on, and I gotta put the camera back on the charger for a little bit. Once again, tired as shit. Not tired like I'm falling asleep, but like, I don't know, when I start feeling like this, like super tired, but like my eyes aren't closing, like I'm not dozing off, it's not even close to being like that, but I'm still like at the same time like tired. Like maybe it's just like my body just feels like super tired, but it makes my legs like tense up and like twitch, or maybe it's just me like feeling like I have to move them to like wake myself up or something. I don't know. It's a really bad feeling. It's like really an uncomfortable feeling. I hate it. Like I feel like I should get out of my truck and just like run laps around it. Like it's almost like a restless leg syndrome sort of feeling. I also get that feeling like in my arms too. I'm all messed up. But speaking of like a restless leg syndrome, I know like I'm pretty sure that's mostly, that's like a thing like when you're trying to sleep, like when you're laying in bed, the restless leg thing. Have any of you guys ever had sleep paralysis? Because I have. It hasn't happened to me in a while. But that's some freaky shit. Scary. I guess it's when like your body, you're like halfway between sleep and awake, basically. So it's kind of like I don't know if is it your brain that wakes up? Or maybe your body wakes up and your brain is still like halfway in like that sleep state, but you can open your eyes, but you can't move your body. Like you're literally just like paralyzed. You're paralyzed. You can't move. It's so scary, but like at the same time, you're still in like a dream state. So you could open your eyes, you could see your surroundings and stuff, but you're kind of like hallucinating. Like you're seeing your dreams like in real life. It's scary. It's like you're seeing like ghosts. Like I've seen people. And I guess, technically they're not real. It's just your mind still dreaming, but you're seeing scary shit go on around you, like nightmare shit, and you can't move your body. Eventually, like you come out of it. Like you could kind of like jolt yourself, but you can't move. So eventually you come out of it and you're like, oh my god, what the hell is going on? There's fucking ghosts in my room. I don't know, if you never heard about it, look it up. Or if it's happened to you, let me know. It used to happen to me all the time, like a few times a week. But at this point, I don't think it's happened to me in probably like at least like 6 to 8 months. But it used to be a regular thing for me. Like I've seen when it, like every once in a while, like it wasn't all the time when it was like super scary stuff, but sometimes it was like really weird, man. Like I one time, what I saw was like like a person, but like a monster-ish person, like coming through a picture frame that was on the wall, and he came at me with a knife. And just imagine that, like you seeing that and being paralyzed, not able to move, and you're literally like about to get dead, and you can't do anything about it. But it's just your imagination, because you're still halfway dreaming. It's freaky shit. Oh, and another thing is you can't talk either. You can't scream, you can't do anything. Alright, we are all loaded up over here. I just tarped the trailer out here, strapped it down. We're 79,300 pounds. A guy over here told me there's 3 DOT outside the landfill. My brother just told me the same thing. He just texted me, and he said he got stopped. He said they're stopping basically everyone that's going through. Like, if they're not busy, they're getting you. So, I'm just taking my filthy work jacket off. All right, we're gonna go out there, and chances are we're gonna get stopped by DOT. So we'll see what happens. But for now, we're gonna get the fuck hell out of here. This guy in front of me is just riding his brakes all the way down the hill. Unless his brake lights are coming on with the Jake brake. I know a lot of new trucks do that. Like from the factory. I know you can get that turned off. Well, no, he's not anymore. And going down this hill loaded, like, he's doing the right thing. I mean, if he's riding his brakes, that's not good, but a lot of guys fly down this hill. I try to keep it around like 55, you know, sometimes I end up doing 60, but dude, there's a turn right at the bottom, and sometimes there's like construction or something. You go flying down this hill at 80,000 pounds, and you go around that turn to stop traffic, which has happened before with a trash guy years ago, plowed through a bunch of cars and trucks and shit. It's not worth the risk. Going down a hill heavy like that, dude, I just take it nice and easy. That's it. It's better to be safe than sorry. Driving like a maniac, which a lot of trash guys do, it's just, I don't know, it's just, to me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I used to drive like a maniac. This job was like, you know, back, like the first couple of years I started doing this, it was always go, 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 getting calls, where are you, when are you going to be back, why aren't you here yet, you know, all that shit. So, yeah, I used to drive fast. I'm not going to say like a maniac, but I was always in a rush. I'm not like that anymore. I don't know if it's because I got older or what the deal is. I have no idea. But there's a lot of older guys that do this too, that drive like maniacs. Not going to use my Jake brake because there's signs all over here saying no Jake brakes within city limits, and especially knowing DOT's down here, I'm not going to use it because if I get stopped, I don't want to get hit with another kind of ticket or anything for using the Jake brake where I'm not supposed to use it. I don't think that's right, that you're not allowed to use it because it's for safety. But, you know. Okay, I don't even see them down here anymore. Oh, there's one right there. Maybe they left. Maybe they went to go get lunch or something. Sometimes they do that. They'll go down around the corner to Sheets. I've seen them over there before, and then they'll come back. So maybe that's what's going on. Or maybe they left for the day. I don't know. they went to another landfill, because sometimes they go back and forth between this place and that place. My brother said also one was hanging out in the parking lot here too, so maybe we'll see if he's here.
We're gonna go that way, Jack.
Oh yeah, there he is. Usually if they're in here, they're like deep into the parking lot, not right here watching the entrance. That guy waved. I think I know who that is. He stopped me the last time over here. He's actually pretty cool. $977. This is where we got to stop recording. So, I'll see you guys when I get out of here. I really wish I was able to show you guys up here. The whole section, like right in front of where the tippers are, really muddy, like deep. Staging up for the tipper, the whole time I spun the whole way. Backing on the tipper, I spun the whole way. I thought I was gonna get stuck. I didn't think I was gonna make it. But once I got on the tipper, luckily somehow, I don't really know how, there wasn't that much mud on the ramps for the tipper. So as soon as I got on it, I got traction back and I was able to get right on it pretty much. But it's bad. Not as bad as the other place. Because like I said, if you watch my past videos, the mud at the other landfill is like a different kind of mud. It's like slimier. Like it doesn't really take much to get stuck in that place. I think that DOT has gone down. Oh wait, maybe not. I can see down into the parking lot, but I'm trying to, no, I think, yeah, he is still there. Don't really matter. Oh no. I gotta go home and I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Holy crap, literally. Dude, oh no, this is bad. I might have to make an emergency stop on my way home. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I locked the door on my truck. I did. All right, guys. I gotta get out of here. I'll see you on the next one. I love you. Wish me luck.